Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout, who makes the grab. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh, my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Important second down play coming up. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And here's the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting, they thought with certain formations, they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for...
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The pocket breaking down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. They're going to run it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They'll kick it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. And he finds his tight end for the catch. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
And they'll give it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
And he finds his target. He has the first. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Canes. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Temple offense back on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other, refusing to be stopped in this play. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
First play of the drive to come out throwing. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Kicking team on now for the extra point. They convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Owls offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here comes the Temple offense out there. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And he lofts it deep over the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The Owls come up to the line in the hurry-up. Running play called on 3rd and short. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Makes a quick grab. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Using his legs on the scramble. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. And looking for a big play here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Temple offense back on the field now. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incomplete.
And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Excellent field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Alvarado. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Get set.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal.
4-2 Spider. Ready.
It's a draw to the back. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. This one is right through, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Owls offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Not much of the game there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one. But it will set up 4th down. The Owls will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Ball handed off. Running through the tackle.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Handoff in a single back formation. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Hands it off on the counter. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Fights off a defender. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Can he get there on the ground? And they pick up the 1st out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Ready?
Second down after that run on the previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready?
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Barnes. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The Canes will try to keep this drive moving.
Green 25. Ready?
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miami. And the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Temple offense out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Okay, ready?
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Fires it on the move. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
He's in the clear. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down. The Owls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. They'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all, and it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play. A course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.